The topic today is fascinating because I think you will learn that we all suffer from the same problems at different eras.
How do we preserve an open society amidst the fear of terrorism and the hysteria of terrorism? And whether it is the situation of Puritans burning Quakers at the stake, or Catholics being banned, or Jews being viewed as, with enmity, or so many other religious minorities, American Muslims are basically the latest chapter in that challenge against religious intolerance. And ISIS wants nothing more than a war between religions. They want that narrative.
Well, our history as a church makes other Christians sometimes uncomfortable. And it has since the beginning. Identify the 10 most influential faith leaders in your immediate community. Invite them to eat with you. Food is a wonderful way to break down walls.
Well, early America, as many of you know, was not a place that had too many Jews in it. There were very few Jews here. Nevertheless, they were seen as a threat, banned from practicing law, medicine, art, and other professions. There was a U.S. Army manual for war recruits that said the following: the foreign-born, and especially Jews, are more apt to malinger than the native-borns. The ADL protested. The manual was recalled, but you can see how it was even built into the fabric of the government and policy. I was invited to the Hanukkah party at the White House and walked in tears because the place is covered in Christmas, and it's really quite beautiful, the White House in this season. But then there were these West Point grads with kippot on their heads singing Jewish songs about Hanukkah. And I burst into tears thinking, would my grandparents have ever imagined that there'd be a Hanukkah party at the White House? We are clearly in a place that I think even 1 or 2 generations ago, they never imagined the kind of now fairly warm regard that Jews receive in this place. I'll tell you what concerns me. Hatred, which now for some reason in this latest campaign is more acceptable than it has ever been, to say things out loud that are frankly extremely dangerous, I think, but it's actually something we have to take very seriously. When ideas enter into the public consciousness, when we're allowed to suddenly say certain things out loud that usually only your racist uncle would say at Thanksgiving dinner, and then everybody would sort of shrug him off, but suddenly those things are being said and it's all over the news cycle, it becomes more and more acceptable to say those hateful things out loud. When you add weapons into the mix, I don't see how this goes well for us. I mean, look, the reality is that there is, I think, a profound lack of understanding and knowledge about Islam in America, outside of the Muslim community and a couple of scholars. So I know it's an unfortunate position to constantly be reactive like that, but I think the reactivity is essential.
We can build that common mission for truth, peace, and justice. With that, thank you very much.
When can the great religions of the world learn to see the truth in each other?